later today, honestly, because I don't even know. I just got minoxidil, so just applied that to my eyebrows, 5%. I have a appointment for ptosis repair on the 11th of November. I was looking for which one. It's crazy, man. If you just look hard enough, like there's some appointments that are in fucking February. I was like, what? Just to have a fucking like a consultation on my fucking ptosis? Because here's the thing. My eye region is like kind of goofy. Like I don't even know what's going on exactly, but I have a good idea what I need to do. But I have at least the worst case scenario. I have mild ptosis, so it's worth fixing in my opinion because my orbitals I think naturally already look a bit droopy. So just a little bit. Like I have a neutral to like maybe 2% negative canthal tilt. Probably neutral though, if I'm being so for real. Like functionally neutral. But the eyelids, they droop quite a lot laterally. And I think this could be focused as well during the ptosis repair. So I'm going to ask for that. And then also a small skin pinch because the negative hooding kind of just exacerbates that hooding look. You know, I have mixed opinions on this like looks thing. Like obviously I'm going to get surgery. By the way, you just do this to talk to myself because I don't know who else I'm going to talk to. So I care about looks a lot, obviously. And no matter what worldview or what your opinion is, it all goes back to basic biology and your quality of your wife, the loyalty of your future wife, how you get treated, your options, just so much comes down to looks. And if you can, you know, I would never do a type of surgery that's not been done many times before. In order, I will do, unless the ptosis surgeon denies me for some reason, because again, I don't have functional ptosis. It doesn't obstruct my vision. But the worst case scenario, I do still need a skin pinch, so she should be willing to do that at least. And I do have some like asymmetry going on with my eyes as well that I want fixed. You know, we'll see what happens, right? We get botched, I get botched. Chances low though. In fact, when I look at the reviews of them, they don't have like really any negative reviews where I'm going. So I'm gonna fix the sleepy look that I have, the ptosis of half shut eyes I've always had that just nerfs me massively, I think. Then I'm gonna get probably fat, and then of course with that a skin pinch such that my negative hooding is removed. Then probably fat grafting to the upper eyelids to create positive hooding effect. I have an appointment on the 28th of November for that. And then lastly, officially, a promise to myself, unless somehow gets fucked up and I need to redo it, but a lip lift. That should reduce my philtrum, but I'm going to probably do 4 millimeters to be safe and conservative. And I think that will send me quite a bit as well. And together, those, I guess, 3 surgeries, because again, the skin pinch and ptosis repair is together, and it's kind of one eyelid correction surgery, you could call it. Should ascend me, and I do kind of want to escape the BP zone after that. Like, at least the obsession of, like, improving further. Because you can always go further. I do, like, it's kind of funny, some of these channels and some of the content around BP, I fear I might never fully escape it. But I want to reframe it in that it's just, like, entertainment. I've done the work, you know. I do still find it funny how people how people cope about like looks aren't really that important, you know, just be a good person. Or like, you know, fat bitches calling themselves like baddies and shit. It's just funny though. And then like the brutal reality that is looks, you know. Ptosis repair, this could potentially get fucked if you do overcorrection. So I'm gonna, like, this is the only way I see it getting fucked. If I move up a couple, like a millimeter or 2 even, it will look a lot better, I think. And then getting the fat, and then creating a symmetry instead of asymmetry. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask what I can, and then you pray. Every surgery can go wrong, of course, but it's a chance is small here, at least for this one, based on historical data. Most people seem to be very happy with what they get. I think I noticed like one bad review that was like my eyes are always dry, like or some shit. I don't even know. Just use fucking eye drops or whatever, right? So yeah, I was like, I have this weird like this is what I don't like. I have this like I get hyper obsessed with like certain things which have no point. Like you're like going in circles. I'm like, do I need ptosis repair or do I just need fat grafts or like do a test. Just do a test. Look at images of ptosis. Ask a bunch of people what they honestly think. Do a small little test. And if most people say yeah, it looks like you have ptosis, or at least if they say yeah, you have it, like that means that they probably think you have moderate ptosis at least, because like mild ptosis is still a nerf, but it's not massive nerf. Even a doctor fucking told me, yeah, it looks like you have ptosis. Like a literal doctor. He was a plastic surgeon, not a what do you call it? Oculist or something. I don't know, like an eye doctor specifically for that. But he even said it. So, and still, I'm out here looking at fucking 900 images of myself, trying to fucking determine if I need ptosis. So I'm literally gonna try escape that now. I'm trying to just study max and looks max too, but the looks maxing I want more of just to be like, I don't know, not an obsession, just like you do it. I can watch looks maxing shit after I've done my studying, but it's not like this like obsession with yourself is not too like, how do I explain it? You need to improve, but just do the improvement. Use minoxidil daily. Do skincare. Debloat. Eat clean foods. And foods that don't break you out. Obviously brush your teeth, basic hygiene like that. Obviously, those are just like common sense though. Just soft max as best as you can. And then, watch a funny YouTube video occasionally, but not like fucking go back and forth. I know what to do now. You need to have that period, I think, where you kind of obsess or but don't extend it where it becomes like unhealthy, where you find out what are my flaws and how can I fix them, But at a certain point, you will know your flaws because you've asked enough people, you've done the analysis yourself, and there's no point getting in your own head like, oh, do I need, but this or that. But yes, you need to question this, but there's no point going in circles. Like, there's some pics where you look like you don't have ptosis, some you do. Here's the best test: a straight angle, look at the camera, normal expression, but then also then compare it to like, where is your pupil, like the white light, like how close does it look to your eyelid? And if it looks like it's like worse than 4 millimeters, and for me it for sure is easily, you have probably some form of ptosis, especially for me laterally, which I think they can focus if they're a good surgeon. So, and also I look at pics when I was young, and like I did have more fat, but still it looked quite droopy because of the ptosis. And especially, like I said, laterally, I hope they can focus on that. But yeah, and then you just find out your flaws. Again, my flaws: eye region, which is ptosis and lack of fat in the orbitals. Those are my main two flaws. My canthal tilt is fine, and then also my eyebrows laterally are quite sparse to be honest, and lack shape because they're sparse. But again, I'm not gonna go like full game mode on them, so I'll see how I'm gonna shape them. But so orbitals, like I said, ptosis, lack of fat, and then negative hooding as well. Extra, I have too much skin, which literally, like when I squint, like it really shines. The hooding I want to make neutral to slightly positive, even maybe. The under eyes, I'm mixed about. It's not a major flaw, I don't think so. It's never really been called out. Sure, in some lightings or some pics it looks worse, but if anything, it's kind of like dark tried. Like, I'm not trying to cope and be cringer, but I don't really mind dark circles under my eyes. But it's only dark triad if the rest of your eye region looks good. Right now, that's not really the case, to be honest, at all. Then my mid face is a major flaw, and I'm a decent candidate for lip lift, and this would improve about like 5 ratios. Facial turds, obviously mid face, philtrum, chin to philtrum ratio, and my upper lip is quite a bit thinner, so I'm pretty fucking sure I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it actually. I don't care if it's gay. I mean, if my dad thinks it's gay or something. Because again, this is a short period what I want to do, because I always rotate back to this. I am not saying I want to just get fully out of looks maxing. Probably should, to be honest. But because it is kind of funny in a lot of ways. I can't lie. And it is a realistic worldview. Like, some people are just drawn to truth, like to reality, like it's brutal, but biology and just those ratios determine everything that goes on in a girl's head when she looks at you. So the difference between creep and, ooh, he's so I don't know, cute. Oh, it's nice of him to come up to me. Do I have these issues of being called a creeper? Not really, but I know the reality. I'm nowhere near where I could be at all. I'm not all that, to be honest. I'm maybe a 6 on a good day. Maybe, not even probably. But I can improve, and I'm tall. That's obviously genetics, unless you want to break your knees, but I don't think that's a good idea. But the issue, the trap, is going in circles and not actually having any efficiency. Studying is what will get me to happiness in terms of self-fulfillment. I know that. Like, in terms of like developments and like getting somewhere and like having my own place and finding a good wife or something, and being proud and doing something for my parents, and it does lead to happiness, like doing the studying, doing the hard work, doing even maybe a job in the future again, because I do need a capital soon again, from my other surgeries too. But and crypto right now is let's not look at the crypto market. So I want to have these like self-talk sometime, because like there's no like looks matter, but there's no fulfillment in chasing looks. I don't like, how do I put this? Your life will be better, but you won't feel better unless you apply it to other areas. Like, you need to go out there, grind, go to university, achieve things, go out of your comfort zone. And the looks is like the underlying basis of like how smooth everything will go. Like when you look for a girlfriend at university, but I have other issues too, man. I'm very like antisocial in a way that's like not good. But I don't know. In a way, I don't care, like, but I do want to, in the future, like, I need a girlfriend, for example, but not right now. I don't want it. I don't want one right now, but I'm also kind of stubborn. I have flaws that I want to fix, to be honest. Like, stubborn in a way that, like, ruins relationships and even friendships, probably. And I have, like, an ego. And an ego is, like, I don't know what to think about it. Depends. It's not good, to be honest, because, like, you look at someone like Henry Cavill, like, it even ups your attractiveness factor if you're lucky, a humble, chill guy. I don't know, though, like, if I like to think of myself as a realist as well, so I don't, like, but it kills you to become arrogant and complacent, and in other words, I don't want to make looks a big part of my life, but I know what I need to do. Like, as in the studying, I want to become the best at what the fuck I do, and I'm not at all right now. I need to also recap French and Spanish soon, and just like go at it, man, and then go to uni next year. And also, like, a job, like, it's all mental, man. It's not that bad. Like, by the way, the reason I didn't like my last job is there's this guy, man. I just can't, like, that's my issue, though. I maybe I need to get better at it too. I can't deal with annoying ass fucking dudes that are like frustrated, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. And that nigga worked out on everyone, by the way. He was like fucking worked there for 20 years, being annoying to everyone. I just said, I can't deal with that shit, bro. I don't mind. I don't even mind doing the most boring shit for 8 hours if I know it's helping me reach my goals. To be honest, but yeah, I don't. Some stuff I just yeah. So maybe that's just my personality. I'll have to factor that in when I go for my next job. With, by the way, I'm being realist. The market is so fucking raped right now. I'm probably not gonna be able to make a escape using crypto right now. I'm being so for real, okay? So yeah. Again, leeching off my mom for surgery is a bit like much. I don't know if I can even mentally take that. So yeah. I'm able to pay for my ptosis repair easily, and part of my fat graft, which my mom might even be willing to go halves with me on that, which is that's not that bad, I guess. Bit cringe, yeah, but and then fat graft, lip lift, I will for sure need to do a job for that. And also I'd probably just need a job to just keep stable income and have some shit going on in my day. You know, maybe even go in my comfort zone and try find a more social job like a supermarket or something. Oh hell no, but yeah, I don't know. I would want to do 8 hours though for sure instead of 4. 4 is a bit like, I mean, I don't know, it might even be worse because you're gonna go to the place anyway. You're gonna wake up at a specific time earlier than usual. You're gonna do all the hard stuff just to leave 4 hours early. You can do the extra 4 hours, bro. Extra 4 hours pay. It's a bit like dumb in my opinion, in fact. So do that. So again, pillars of my life. What I need to do: mog at studying. To me, it's a formula, and you can't break this recipe. Like you cannot. Every time I try to like go like autistically, like 10, 16 hours a day, like it just doesn't like. It needs to be sustainable. You need to be obsessed, but it needs to be a healthy obsession that still has balance of other parts of your life. Sadly, that's just a reality, I think. If I looked at my own life, what works? Sure, like if you're 1 week out from a big test or a couple days, you can know life and like say, oh fuck, I need to lock in right now. Even though if you studied correctly before that, you don't need to do that. Because like if I know life, the next day I'm like it's just my limit is probably, again, like what are we talking about? Including breaks, it's probably like 6 hours, but it's probably more like 5 in total, like 5 hours. 6 is the upper range of I want to kill myself. 8 hours is like I'm like inhuman and like I'm a cannibal. 10 hours is like I'm not even there anymore, you know? Yeah. Just fucking ramble right now. What the fuck am I even doing? But no, I think it's fine. I kind of like these talks sometimes to like realign myself. I will fucking kill myself if I don't get into uni next year. I need to kind of lock in. Well, obviously I'm gonna get in, but I like there needs to be a type of person that gets it. I just don't want to get in just to leech off a fucking degree, like to half-ass my fucking classes, and I never want to be that person. That just makes me fucking disgusted. I also need a car and a driver license soon. Kind of cucked. Though it's not like the end of the world, obviously, but so this year, what I want to do: consistently study 5 hours a day. Like non-negotiable every fucking day. If you skip the morning, you have to do at night more. And you have to hit that 5 hour threshold. 5 hours is not that bad, man. I mean, it's kind of a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but 5 hours a day, efficient studying. That to me means 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. Elaborate, connect, explain deeply. 12-year-old, Feynman technique, all that shit. Anki is also not too bad. In fact, we're gonna start with Anki in a sec. Though Anki is not great when you're nearing, I think, something. But it's good for the long term, like memory consolidation, kind of. Or just to get something in your head for long enough that you can start using it properly. For sure. So yeah. I hmm, 5 hours a day studying. That's the pillar of my life. Without that, I am nothing. All that shit I did for like, everything I am, becoming antisocial and having no friends pretty much, and being pretty socially autistic, to be completely frank, and me leaving my girlfriends, friends plural, for something that I thought I was, destined for more, not being complacent, which often girlfriends do lead to, in my opinion. If you don't have your life in order, so which why you should never get a girlfriend if your life isn't in order in the first place, because they just make it worse. But no, some of them didn't deserve it, So at least, make it worthwhile. Take care of your looks, obviously, but like really, like do your skincare every day. The most, the most, the best example of my issue with this obsession of like yourself and like going in circles about your own surgery, just ignore it. Stop comparing. Get a plan, work at it, and then just entertain yourself. Yeah, you can watch it, but don't become too self-obsessed. I think that's kind of I don't know if it's properly worded, but take care of yourself. To me, that means going to the gym, eating enough protein, like at least eat enough food, like so you can at least still gain some muscle. I don't do that right now, but eat clean foods. Don't bloat yourself. Again, I am very happy with my physique, to be honest. That's why. So my kind of metric is at least eat at maintenance or slightly above. Try to go slightly above, just slightly. Keep training. I do upper lower right now, 4 days a week, pretty much. Apply minoxidil to your eyebrows every day. 2 sprays. Start once a day and then work your way up to twice a day. 2 sprays in your hand. I have a spray version. Dab on eyebrows. But that first means skincare, morning and night. Just keep busy, but keep busy with the right things and bore yourself. Don't fall to temptation of girls and shit that will come after. Get the ptosis repair surgery, but ignore looks maxing beyond that too much. Like, don't obsess over it, okay? Get your surgeries, move on. Ptosis, skin pinch, fat graft, lip lift. That's it. Boom. All of that can be done within this year. Well, not this year, but within a year. And then you'll be ready before fucking college. Uni. And at uni, just fucking do your best. Try become a bit more social. And also get a job this year soon. Like, when? That's the thing. I'll just have to explain, because I'll have to get the surgery as I have the job. I don't want to just quit that job again after 1 or 2 months. So I just have to explain I'm getting a surgery. It's like somewhat medical. I'll try to explain it functional. Kind of it is. My lip lift, like, because that's the one I'd be doing. I want to get the fat graft and ptosis repair done before my job, pretty much, that I'm going to get. Just because I don't want to do multiple surgeries, like, as I'm at the job. That will be a bit, they'll probably just not accept that either, so. But yeah, I am going to do the lip lift. I have long face syndrome that needs to be addressed. And my philtrum only gets worse with age, so yeah. I will address that. Again, like, who gives a fuck? Like, ooh, people think, like, what the fuck? I don't care, bro. Like, it doesn't bother me one bit, to be honest. If I really think about it, it doesn't. It's like surface level, like, programmed bullshit. Anyway. So I'm doing history right now because why the fuck not? I just want to study, learn, become efficient. Let's fucking go. I'm probably gonna have to go in about 1 hour. So yeah, I kind of wasted a lot of time today. Tomorrow I'm waking up at 10 a.m. straight out of fucking bed. I have goals to hit. I regret some of the shit I did today as well, because I just laid in bed. It kind of rotted a little bit. 10 a.m. Non-negotiable. Wash face. Get started. Eat during your second block or something. That's kind of what I like to do, and then just watch something during eating. Continue off like that. Yeah. Today, I want to focus on kolonies, dekoloniseren, Belgisch Congo en imperialisme, vooral. Oké, laten we beginnen. 1 uur. We gaan beginnen met onze eigen dingen te doen. Okay, here we fucking go. Lock the fuck in, nigger. Oké, wait. Dekolonisatie, leg alles uit wat er staat. Oké, dekolonisatie. Dus eigenlijk begon het eigenlijk al na Wereldoorlog 1. Hoezo? Leg uit waarom en waar. Na Wereldoorlog 1, dus van 1914 tot 1918, vele landen zeggen eigenlijk, wel in het verdrag van, nee. De Volkenbond, sorry. Toen de Volkenbond werd opgericht, door president Woodrow Wilson, die zei eigenlijk veel landen mogen nu eigenlijk hun eigen ding doen. Dus wie was dat? Maar was dat alles? Wie werd onafhankelijk dan toen al? Wel, er was al een beetje een movement, zou ik denken toch. Dus de Volkenbond stond daarin van geen kolonisatie of zo? Ik denk het niet, maar er was al een beetje een movement. Het was al een beetje bezig. Van ja, dekolonisatie. Deze landen hun eigen ding doen. Maar welk land? Geef een voorbeeld. Oké, dus imperialisme begon in de 14e eeuw eigenlijk, hè? 15e eeuw, sorry. 15e eeuw. Dus daar begon het eigenlijk. Van Amerika werd gekoloniseerd, Canada, door Groot-Brittannië, die natuurlijk de sterkste waren toen. Waarom? Waarom Groot-Brittannië? Groot-Brittannië omdat die industriële revolutie... Wel, nee, dat is daarvoor. Ja, die waren gewoon een grote macht. Waarom exact? Goede productie van een algemeen veilig land ook. Ik weet niet, dat lijkt afgewaagd, hè. Hier was er voor, denk ik. tijdelijk bestuur, mandaatgebieden, zogezegd, tot ze klaar. So Oké. Dus modern imperialisme, hè? Was toen al even bezig natuurlijk. Het begon in de 18e eeuw. Nee, 17e tot 18e eeuw vooral. Samen met de industriële revolutie. Eerste. Eerste Wereldoorlog 1 was het teken van de eerste protesten die begonnen eigenlijk. India, Egypte, Syrië, oké. 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 Dus de dekolonisatie die begon eigenlijk... Allee, Wereldoorlog 1 had het begin gestart een beetje van ideeën van dekolonisatie en wat er kon gebeuren. Maar dat was dus niet echt wanneer het begon, echt te beginnen. Dat was Wereldoorlog 2. 1945 tot 1989. Waarom Wereldoorlog 2 en niet Wereldoorlog 1? Wereldoorlog 1, zo waren de Europese machten waren eigenlijk nog sterk. Dat was niet zo crippling. Na Wereldoorlog 2, Europa, de westerse landen waren verzwakt. Japan liet ook zien van, ze zijn niet onwinbaar. De Koude Oorlog was ook een pushpunt bij, die een beetje de kolonies van, hey, als je bij ons komt, dan we helpen jou. En dat helpt ook verstaan waarom Patrice Lumumba en de Verenigde Staten en België, ik denk ook dan, bang hadden dat die misschien naar de USSR gingen om daar hulp te krijgen voor independence. Gandhi, Congo, die soort dingen nu zeggen van ideeën van nationalisme en vrijheid, ja, tuurlijk. Oh, daar kunnen we honderden jaren voor teruggaan. Hè, dus. alles uit wat je weet over dekolonisatie. De Koude Oorlog, einde van de Wereldoorlog 2, allemaal vrij terecht, allemaal vrij de verbanden zijn er wel duidelijk. Dus eigenlijk, als we beginnen met... Je kunt zeggen dat de eerste ideeën hiervan eigenlijk kwamen van revoluties. Revoluties, ideeën, democratische ideeën van de Franse revolutie, ideeën van onafhankelijkheid, zoals van België, van wij zijn ons eigen land, wij verdienen dit. Het is al gebeurd daarvoor, dus wij kunnen het ook doen. Dus na Wereldoorlog 1 begon de spark. Hoe bedoel je de spark? Na Wereldoorlog 1 begonnen verschillende partijen, Gandhi begon toen al van 1919 denk ik, te zeggen van, hey, waarom dat punt? Omdat de koloniale machten nog altijd sterk waren, oorlog was begonnen. En in feite maar er was wel I'm gonna try to finish this Anki quick. I'm gonna answer these last few questions. Ja. Ja, Astrid. Följak träning like nog tänker man. Träning genom videon. Han kommer ta vara. Det ser ut som ni hade kunnat. Okej. Ja. Bra. Okay, I got to clean the cafe in a sec. Fuck me. Today was kind of a disaster, but I'm gonna watch a history movie later tonight too. That's relevant. Historically accurate. I like that method of watching movies and shit around what you're studying. To motivate you further. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna do this after. I am actually like no capping. I'm gonna have to end the stream here. A very short stream, I know, kind of embarrassing, but I did study a bit before as well, and I'm gonna do because how much should I do? Well, I'll do an extra 3 hours when I'm back because I did do like a decent chunk, I would say, like just thinking and mental studying. I don't know what to call it. I'll do 3 hours when I'm back. So I'll do 1 hour, 55, and then 50, I guess. Pretty much for 3 hours. And I'm gonna watch a history movie. Might do a bit longer later, I'll see. I'm gonna try to study just all day today, kind of just thinking, speaking out loud. That's gonna be my goal of today, because I need to do it. Focusing on today, end of World War II, decolonization, and then decolonization, how that relates to World War I, Congo, imperialism, and well, colonization in the first place, and the Cold War and how that relates to decolonization. Essentially everything around decolonization as a focus. Just gonna try to get as much